Welcome back into another episode of NA Now. Brandon Hofstra joined here with Anchorage Wolverines head coach Nick Walters. Nick, we were talking off screen. Camp just ended last week. You are now entering officially your second year as head coach of the Wolverines. Congrats on that. But what have you learned so far within that year and then leading into this upcoming season?
Well, first of all, it's a huge learning curve. Being a first year head coach, there's just, you think you're ready. And the term I always used was, I'm probably not ready, but I'm about as ready as I'll ever be.
Hmm.
I don't have kids, but I always equate it to like, people always say you're never truly ready to have a kid, right? And so that was kind of how I felt last year. You're as prepared as you can be, but there's always situations or things that happen or conversations that you have to have that you never really know how they're going to go until you've been in that situation. So I learned a ton. And so going into year two, I just feel that much more confident, more organized, more you have that experience. No different than the players coming back this year. My returners are going to have that 1 year of junior experience. Now all of a sudden they're veterans. They got a little more swagger. They're ready for year two. And so it's the same thing. I just feel a little bit more uh organized, prepared, ready for the season. I know what I'm looking for. I know what I want. And so we're ready to go.
Yeah. I mean, last season, your first year as the head coach, you have to be extremely proud of. You guys finished off the year 39-14, pardon me, 2-5, champions of the Midwest Division. You guys went to the Robertson Cup. How proud and excited were you of last year's squad? Granted, didn't get the result everybody wanted up there, but still something to tip your cap on.
Certainly. Yeah, not the result we wanted at the end, but just getting to the final four is so hard, right? Winning is a hard thing to do. And to be able to do it with that group and as my first year as a head coach, I don't think you can, write that finish any
Mhm.
better, right? Outside
Yeah.
of winning it all. But I'm extremely proud of those guys. And we faced a lot like any team. You face adversity through the season. It's a long year. You guys go through injuries and sickness, and you're going through players and trades and everything else. And so just to think back to where we started back in August to where we ended up at the end of May, it
Right.
was quite the journey. And if I'm being honest, like I know that's a really hard thing to do what we did, but we all got a taste, and so now we're motivated, right? We want to win again. We want to be competitive within our division. We want to make playoffs. We want to have success in the playoffs. And so I know that I can speak for myself, my staff, and the returners that we have coming back. We're all a year older now, right?
Mhm.
We've grown together a little bit. And now we're ready for year two and we're ready to kind of hit the ground running.
Yeah. Nick, you spent some time in your career in the NCAA level, so you know exactly what schools are looking for with players coming in. How have you expressed that to your guys and how they can advance to the next level?
I think that experience, just kind of being on that side of things, I think you have a lot of knowledge that you can give these guys, whether it's on ice performance, practice habits, how to treat your teammates, things you do off the ice, strength conditioning, nutrition, how you conduct yourself off ice is a really important one. So that experience for me has been, something I can lean on because not only did I get to see different staffs at the University of Alaska Anchorage and what they were looking for, but you meet a lot of coaches along the way and you have those conversations and you see what kind of kids they're looking at. And the questions that they ask those kids. And so that's all knowledge for me to pass along to those guys. And it's, being a coach isn't always what's happening on the ice or during the game or on the bench or in the locker room. It's a lot of things to help these young men grow and hopefully reach the goals of Division I hockey that they have set for themselves. So
Yeah.
yeah, just a little, it's another tool in the toolbox that I can lean on to help these guys learn and grow.
Speaking of the NCAA, the Wolverines had 11 NCAA commitments last season, all of which Division One. That has to be an amazing feeling to see and to be a part of that, right?
Yeah, and these guys got those commitments in different ways, right? Some of them with us, some of them, before they got to us. But at the end of the day, like you're still, our job is to prepare them for that level. And so every day at practice and skill development, player development, working out, you're getting them ready. For that routine and that demand because NCAA hockey is demanding. You got school, you have so you have the student side, you got the athlete side, and then you got the personal side, right? The college experience side. So it's a lot to juggle for these guys, and I think it's our job to kind of prepare them. And so again, that's just another going back to the previous
Mhm.
question is knowing that chaos life that they live,
Right.
9 months out of the year, I think I can kind of help prepare those guys for that journey that they're about to embark on.
Yeah. You're an Alaskan local. Talk about the town, how great of a hockey scene it is up there for these guys coming into play, and some new news over the summer. You guys have a new facility that you'll be playing in this upcoming year.
Yeah, so first and foremost, our community, our hockey community, our fans were unbelievable last year. I don't think you could fit another body into the Ben Bokeh, and so
Mhm.
they were loud. The noise projects on the ice, and it makes for a fun environment. So yeah, now we're moving, just across the parking lot to the Sullivan Arena. It's quite a bit bigger, but it's more arena style. The seats are better. You can fit more people in there, and I know management and ownership, they're doing a great job of finding ways to put butts in the seats
Right.
and, and make it it won't be the same environment. It'll be a different environment, but it's still going to be a great environment in my opinion. And so we're really excited. And then as a local, the Sullivan Arena's had a lot of hockey history there, from the University of Alaska Anchorage, in their heyday when they were winning games and selling out that building to the Alaska Aces in the East Coast Hockey League,
Mhm.
won a few Kelly Cups. So the opportunity to maybe add on to that history a little bit is really exciting.
Talk about what players just love the most about playing in the state of Alaska.
It is it's different.
Right.
Um, it's an experience. It is a place that, and maybe I'm a little bit biased because I live up here, but I have traveled around quite a bit. There's no other place like it. And I know people probably say that about their hometowns, but the mountains and how they're just like surrounded around the city of Anchorage. Uh, it's not some of the darkness in the winter. It's not
Mhm.
the most favorite thing about Alaska for everybody, but it's different. The snow and just all the different outdoor experiences
Yeah.
these guys have had. There's through the years, there's guys going out to cabins and snowmobiling, and it's guys go duck hunting or skiing
Yeah.
or hiking. Well, it's like it's part of the experience is experiencing Alaska, and it's like I said, it's just different than other places that you go. We have those outdoor amenities that the guys can experience if they want to.
Right.
Skating on lakes.
True.
Last year, our
Yeah.
guys hiked 4 miles to a frozen lake. That's kind of just at the bottom of these mountains, and it was
Hmm.
crystal clear day. You could see through the ice, and that's something pretty cool that you can't experience everywhere else.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Nick, the NHL is approaching its 50th season. A lot of memorable guys, coaches, players, events have happened. Anything over 50 years that you can call on that you have known about the league?
I can't believe it's been 50 years, but I mean, I just remember when I was playing high school hockey up here, the Ice Dogs were the talk of the state. Yeah, that the Springfield Spirit hadn't moved to become the Wasilla Spirit and then the Alaska Avalanche. They weren't, that was back in the early 2000s that all happened. So, but I just remember everyone that played high school hockey wanted to play for the Fairbanks Ice Dogs.
Yeah.
And anytime that we went to Fairbanks to go play Fairbanks high schools or the state Alaska State hockey tournament for
Mm.
high school used to be held at the Dipper.
Mm.
Um, so we'd all go to games and it was always crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's no different than it is now. It was always a hectic environment. And so that the kids up here wanted to play for Fairbanks because that was at the time, the team, right? And so then the Wasilla team moved up here and then eventually went away. And then the Kenai, showed up about 20 some odd
Mhm.
years ago or whatever it is. And then now we're in our fourth year. And so for me, it's not really, I guess, the league history that I remember. It's just when I was a hockey player growing up, I just remember the presence within Alaska. And there,
Yeah.
back in the day, there was only one team. So um that's, I guess, over the 50-year mark, that's kind of what I remember most.
Yeah, that's cool. One more for you. The NAHL showcase quickly approaching. How excited are you to get down here to the lower 48 and start the 2024 campaign?
I'm excited. We were just talking offline about how quick summer has gone.
Hmm.
But we're a month away from guys getting to Anchorage for training camp. And yeah, I'm excited. Hasn't been much of it's been a go-go summer for me in terms of hockey stuff. But again, having the success we had last year just makes I'm just that much more eager to kind of get things started. We have a good group of returners. I like the players that we've selected out of main camp that are coming to Anchorage. Uh, and I'm ready to go, and I'm excited. Like I said, I'm more as a second year guy. I'm more organized, prepared.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm eager to teach, and I'm eager to get the ball rolling. So we're ready to go.
Yeah, we're excited and ready as well. Thanks again for doing this, and we'll see you in person in September.
Yeah, we'll see you there.